You see, when we look at this Yul Edochie's marriage saga, I think this just kind of explains the narrative around most marriages in Nigeria. I mean, guys, we've not survived the Osinachi death, and we're hearing this. I mean, so the truth is, most African marriages, most Nigerian marriages are way like they're not even close to average, not to talk of perfect. But when we come online, everybody is trying to paint this perfect picture. And my question is, who are they trying to deceive? The public or themselves? Like, guys, there's so much to talk about looking at the Yul Edochie case, the Yul Edochie marriage scandal. And one of the things that petrifies me about this particular topic is the fact that people can beat their chest and say, you know what, I'm a man because I made a mistake, and I'm owning up to my responsibilities. And I'm like, how are you owning up to your responsibilities? By cheating on somebody, by not being very transparent, and being transparent because you have an agenda. Guys, I'm going to be telling you, we're going to be having a conversation about this Yul Edochie because it's actually very sketchy. But before I continue with this, I want you to hear something that one of the housewives, Lagos housewives, has to say about what how promiscuous this actors, Nigerian actors, can be. I don't know if this is a global standard, but here is somebody with the experience that is saying to us most African Nigerian men are
Iyabo, can I say
Hard
something?
for an actor in
Auntie,
Nigeria. I've never seen a faithful actor, so I don't understand.
are you
No,
for
but it's
real?
the fact
It's
now. Funny, anybody that is married to an actor should always have that. Should go and buy what they call shock absorber because it's normal. It's
so, guys. I mean, that was a very interesting interview with Daddy Freeze, and we perfectly heard Iyabo just say it is a surprise. I mean, that if you're married to an actor, just know that they are promiscuous, they're doing crazy things, they're doing the most out there. So it's actually ridiculous because this guy Yul Edochie has been painting the perfect picture to all of us. He's been married to his wife for like 16, 17 years. They've been together for over 2 decades. And really, I mean, right now, I think I understand why people are really against people that do a lot of PDAs on social media. This public display of affection, this fake public display of affection, I think is one of the biggest problems that a lot of relationships and marriages are actually going through in this space. Guys, I'm going to be giving you the gist. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Julie. You're welcome to another episode, and here we talk about real-time stories, reality shows. And if you're new, please click on the subscribe button right now to be a part of this community. Join the conversation. We're talking about no other person but Yul Edochie. And before I go on with this, I just like to give you a brief intel on who we're talking about and why this conversation is actually a very loud one all over the social media spaces. Okay, guys, so for the record, Yul Edochie was actually born January 7th, 1982. He is a Nigerian actor born by the popular Nigerian actor Pete Edochie, who actually got into the limelight after his play as Okonkwo in a popular literature book by Chinachube called Things Fall Apart. He is the last son of of Pete Edochie. So it's actually very ridiculous. I mean, everybody's against this marriage, this scandal. A lot of people are giving a lot of advices. What I'm going to be doing is just to head on the social media comments that has been going on wild about this, and we're gonna talk about it. And the first conversation I want to really have just for those of you who don't know what's up with it, what the story is all about. So Yul Edochie, this 40-year-old man, came online and shared a post of a child and him, and he said, okay, guys, let me just go ahead and read it so you guys get it for yourselves. So, guys, according to Yul, he's like, okay, you know what? It's time for me to let the world see my son. So we saw this post and he said it's time for the world to see my son by my second wife, and there was a tag there, Judy Austin one, who is the second wife, and the conversations got loud. Now the conversation wouldn't have gotten loud if May Yul Edochie did not respond to that post, because right there in that post she made a very interesting comment and she said, may God judge both of you. And I'm very sure, I mean, that was what triggered a lot of Nigerians, because seeing the first wife respond to that post, it means that yes, she is not in support of that marriage, whatever it is. So there's been a lot of conversation. People have been on Twitter. People said, people are calling it what it is. Somebody said on Twitter, Yul Edochie committed adultery, comes out under the pretense of marrying his second wife. And now the narrative changes because he's a man. It wasn't your culture when Messiah Igbe did, but now it's your culture because he's a man. You guys, so previously we've actually seen another actress, a Nigerian actress, who actually decided to become a second wife to a man. Now her case is actually understandable, but Nigerians dragged her. Her case is understandable because she's married, she's a Muslim, probably married to a Muslim, and religion has its own barriers, acceptance, do's and don'ts. As a Christian, guys, it is not allowed to have two wives, okay? Even divorce is a big topic in the Christendom. And then seeing this guy just blatantly say second wife, just like that. I mean, and people just understanding that the wife got to find out about this minutes before it went on social media kind of makes it very hypocritical. A lot of reactions, people have been like, and when Nigerians really came at Yul Edochie, he went on the next day and he posted a picture of his wife saying number one, and then this love emojis, and he tagged her, May Yul Edochie, and he wrote undisputed. Guys, this one was now the second conversation that really got wild. And the second wife, Yul had actually posted the first comment, and post rather, and May Yul Edochie responded. Now this time, Yul posted the second time, and then the second wife, the alleged second wife, responded, and it went bonkers. So the truth is, can we call it what it is? Seriously, guys, for some reason, this is really a big topic, and a lot of people are saying this is disgraceful, that the wrong narrative that most of our influencers and leaders are preaching is like really making the African culture, traditional culture, look like it's really biased and just supporting the men. So guys, I don't know, but I see this as a huge mess. And people have said, you know what, the payback is two options. May Yul Edochie should go ahead, get the divorce. People are saying she's going for a divorce. We haven't heard from her directly. Everything that is going on is actually speculations right now. So the options have been, is she going to get a divorce, or is she going to go and get a second husband? Because somebody like Daddy Freeze made a comment saying, you know what, there will be an equilibrium, there will be a balance. If she can actually go ahead and have a second husband, and then it makes more sense, and then put undisputed under there. So guys, I don't know, but the hypocrisy has been really loud. The family is not in support. We've actually seen posts from Pet Edochie himself. Clearly, Pet Edochie is not in support of this marriage, and he has gone ahead to say, I mean, this is an earlier post, an old post Nigerians went to dig up. And in this post, he says, marrying two women doesn't mean you are a man. It just means you are about to suffer and breed confusion among your generation. Guys, so I think one of the reasons, if I were to say anything here, I would say one of the reasons why we are actually seeing Yul Edochie taking responsibility, I feel, is because of his political ambition. Guys, I feel like the love for politics, the love for this status quo, the love for this social appointments, political appointments, is one of the reasons why I think some of our leaders have lost their complete sense of humanity and are having dual personalities. So, I mean, guys, it's really very, very obvious that Yul Edochie's family is not in support of this movement. A lot of people have been calling out Judy Austin, saying, that's so hypocritical for her to even the audacity to come and comment on Undisputed, meaning she knows what she's been doing all the while. So, it's just the hypocrisy that you're calling somebody a bestie, and then at the end of the day, you're sleeping with that person. And I mean, I don't know, but I don't know. The question I really have for you in this video is, if you were in the position of the first wife, what would you honestly do? Would you file for divorce immediately, or would you swallow it up and say, you know what, let me stick to the marriage because I love him? I mean, I really want to know your thoughts about this. There's been a lot of speculation that May Yul Edochie is actually seeking a divorce, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I think those are just rumors. I think she's just trying to get her head's on this. I think she's madly in love with this man. And it came in as a very big shock. I mean, the brothers, a lot of people, there's been a lot of commentaries Pet Edochie has said, you know what, I am banishing the second wife from entering my compound. You know, rather, I love the fact that at least at this point, I can say we are beginning to see a lot of transparency in Nigeria. People are beginning to see the truth and speak the truth. And I think I really love that part of this whole conversation. So the real question, again, I'm going to be asking is, we know that a lot of people are normalizing this, are saying, you know what, he's African, he's an Igbo man, he has the right to take multiple wives. Polygamy is, in fact, we've seen hypocritical influencers. Hey, hypocritical influencers, that's what I call them. I mean, when I saw the post from Rhol, you know, I just don't want to talk about him in this video. Like, I don't want to drag anything in this video. Let me just leave it the way it is. We have a lot of hypocritical people. Like, some people, we haven't seen people that are saying, you know what you did is wrong, and are still doing PDA on your timeline. I don't know. I feel it's because of the political aspiration. I feel like people feel like because he has been endorsed for the presidential election 2023, people should just swallow it. I personally feel like he's playing at these two women, because the truth is, he probably, I mean, the most annoying part of it is not telling his wife, and the other annoying part of it is how he's just playing this whole game. It's really annoying. I don't know, but there's a lot of, I think there's still a lot of gist under this thing. I don't think this will, if this whole thing ends, like this drama ends, I'm very sure we might actually get to see another of it. So an unknown person on also social media has said, you know what, to me, Edochie, I have no empathy towards you. This was how you snatched Yul from your roommates. We don't know if that is true. So there's been a lot of stories concerning this marriage scandal. I just want to ask again, if you were in the first wife's position, what would you honestly do? Would you seek divorce, or would you stay in the marriage? Guys, but I don't know. I feel that the only happy thing I see out of this whole conversation is that people are beginning to speak their truth, not looking at the African narrative, not looking at the stereotype narrative of, oh, he's a man, he has the right to do anything. I just love the fact. And for some awkward reason, weird reason, it looks like Yul is enjoying the trend and all that. But whatever. Guys, I think we have a lot more to talk about. I'm going to see you in another video. For now, this is just me saying, yuck, this topic sucks, and I just pray people get to understand that marriage is more deeper than this whole, yes, I do, doing fake PDAs online. I feel it's more about communication, and the more you communicate with your spouse, the better. The better. I just feel everything that Yul is doing is just because of his political aspiration, and if he can be this mean to his wife, how much more to his country if he ends up becoming one of the pioneer leaders. This whole story right now sucks, and guys, I'm going to see you all in another video. For now, I'm out of here.